Manchester United are getting their...
slowly but surely getting their ducks in a row, as they say, right? I mean, look, me and you have spoken about the fact that they got Mason Mount. Congratulations. But more importantly, you needed a goalkeeper and you needed a number 9. They look like they've got their goalkeeper, Andre Nana. Again, terms being agreed. We are going to speak to Adam McCullough off the Stratford paddock in a bit about that. It looks like they could be getting a number 9 as well. That's it then, isn't it? They're complete from what they wanted.
Yes. Yeah. I think if you look at who they were last season, Manchester United were probably 3 signings away from launching a proper bid for a league title. Look, it's always going to be very difficult when teams like Arsenal, Manchester City, Liverpool are loitering, waiting for that league. But if you're involved with Manchester United in any way, you probably look at your squad and you think, if things go well and we sign 3 players, we're going to be in the running. We're going to be in contention.
We're going to be there or thereabouts.
Yeah, we need to be taken seriously.
In the best position.
We need to be taken seriously. And the fact that it's looking like they're going to have signed 2 of the 3 that they desperately needed so early in the window. You know, Manchester United as a club, they generally don't get their business done. Certainly not this early. Certainly not in time for pre-season. I
think that's what a lot of fans are forgetting, and I'm one of those fans. You want everything now, don't you? Like, can you sign that player now? Still got a long way to go in this window. If United get Onana done, and then they've got obviously Mason Mount done, you then work on getting a few out of the club to potentially generate that money to get a forward. I think United will get someone in.
I do as well. And also, you know, if you are one of the forwards who they could be eyeing up. So let's just use Harry Kane as a case study here. Harry Kane looking at Manchester United, this iteration of Manchester United, you know, in the past, in the recent past, so the last decade.
Yeah, the Ralph Rangnick and the Ollie.
It's all been a little bit wayward. It's all been a little bit unscripted. It's all been a little bit rudderless. Whereas
and Spurs have been okay.
And Spurs have been all right. Yeah. They've certainly within that period, Tottenham have looked very good at times. Whereas now, if you're Harry Kane, you'd be looking at Manchester United. You think, okay, they won a trophy last season. They're in the Champions League. They're rectifying the issues that they have, and all of a sudden the prospect and proposition of signing for Manchester United, it's always an alluring prospect. Let's always remember, it's the biggest club in the country, it's the Stretford end, it's Old Trafford, it's the history of that club, and it's leading the line for one of the most iconic football teams, you know, a British institution.
Does it still have that?
Yes, of course it does.
It still has that?
Of course it does.
Well, it should know, of course it does. Surely it sort of slowly but surely starts to vanish. No, you can't just always have that if you haven't won anything proper. For many years.
It might erode over generations, but it doesn't erode over a particularly sticky period.
Okay, cool.
Like Manchester United are the biggest club in the country, and every player playing football would be interested in playing for them at the moment. Also, let's remember, they've just won silverware and they're in the Champions League.
We're of the age that think that. Sometimes I do, all the time, I always think that me and you are of the age when United were the most dominant team in the Premier League, one of the best in Europe, and we still think that. I don't know if that's still what the kids think. I don't know if that's still the hip thing, like United are that team. I'm not quite sure if it's the case anymore.
I don't think any footballer would turn down the opportunity of being considered to play for Manchester United. And I think Harry Kane, look, firstly, he's English, so he's fully aware of the history.
Question, I'm going to cut across you. Question then. You say that. If City come for you and United go for you, who do you go to? If you're a footballer and City knock on your door and United go for the door, same money, everything's the same, obviously, living around the same area, Pep managing, Ten Hag going, who do you go?
I think you go to Manchester United.
Of course you don't. You go City. No, I don't believe. I think you go City.
No, if the money is the same.
The money is the same.
If the money is the same.
I'm talking about the clubs right now, in their positions right now.
I think
where'd you go?
The prestigious choice.
How much of a pool does United still have?
The prestigious choice, the historic choice is Manchester United.
I get all that. I'm not asking about prestigious and historic. I'm saying, who do you go to now?
I'm judging by the tone of your question that you think the answer's City. But you're wrong, because it can't be City simply because they've won a treble and they've got Pep Guardiola. Like, when you play for Manchester United, look at what Mason Mount has just done. He's taking on that number 7 shirt. He's following in the footsteps of some of the greatest footballers to have ever played the game. He's following in the footsteps of some genuine footballing icons in this country. That matters to footballers, doesn't it? Yeah, like, it's all due respect to Man City. You're following in the footsteps of Antoine Sibierski. You're not dreaming of doing that as a kid.
You're part of something that's creating now. You are the legends. You're creating that legendary status now with Kevin De Bruyne, with Haaland, with Foden, with Bernardo Silva.
But history counts. History makes teams who they are today.
Yeah, no, I cut across your Kane thing. Sorry.
No, look, all I'm saying is, with regard to Harry Kane, if he is still thinking about potentially leaving Tottenham, and, you know, I don't really know what's going on there, it's gone a bit quiet, I think he's going to have to pipe up. He obviously wants to preserve his status with Tottenham, he wants to preserve the relationship with the fans, but maybe he's going to have to take the matter into his own hands here and put in a transfer request if he genuinely wants to leave.
Yeah.
But if he does, if he's kind of toying with the idea of leaving, surely looking at Manchester United, a team that are in the Champions League, a team that won silverware, a team that have a very forward-thinking, progressive manager, surely he's now looking at the fact that they're getting their business done. It must be quite an alluring prospect for him.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Certainly more alluring than it would have been 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, they've signed Mount, they've rectified the goalkeeper issue, and a centre-forward is pretty much all they need to launch a bid for the title.
Yeah. What did you make of De Gea's tweet? We had a little discussion.
Well, I've got it completely wrong, apparently.
I think we're all wrong. I think no one knows what it is. Unless De Gea wants to tweet in and confirm.
My understanding of emojis, which I don't think anyone over the age of about 16 should be using, but my understanding of the emoji that was used, I saw the emoji and deduced that it meant clowns, circus. That's what I read it as. Well, our producer, Kwaku, in this very studio, has told me that it doesn't mean that.
Juggling.
It means juggling.
Juggling, which could mean circus, clown.
No, but I think it means sort of juggling the situation. Is that not what it's meant to mean?
Maybe.
Like, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know why an adult's using emojis, to be totally frank.
Because he's trying to, almost keep this mysterious, isn't he? But look, we're soon going to find out.